Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a winged eyeliner look. There's many different techniques, many different ways of doing it, but basically what I have found to be the most perfect way for me to get the perfect angles is by measuring my face, and I do go over that a little bit for you. And in this video, I do use a gel eyeliner. I don't particularly do that all the time. I would rather use a felt tip pen, but for the purpose of this video, I did use a gel eyeliner because it does dry faster. And one thing I wanted to mention when you're doing your eyeliner is it's best to have like a little mirror or whatever, and you want to be looking dead straight into your mirror. Like your mirror should be at eye level because you don't want it to be down, and it's much easier to do it that way. Because you don't want to be like looking down because your angle is not going to be perfect. You want it to be like dead on looking at it. And you want to move your face depending on what side that you're on. So you're going to be looking at it and feeding your face, your mirror. So feed your mirror. So if you guys are interested in this look, keep watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. So I'm going to be using the Pretty Vulgar ink pot, or actually it's called the ink, and this is gel liner in Blacklist. So I really don't use gel eyeliner a lot. I usually do it with the felt tip, but I figured it'd be easier to do a tutorial on this because with the like when I'm looking in my mirror, with the gel it dries a lot faster, so if I look up it's not like my felt tip pen's gonna get on top of my eye. So just for like tutorial purposes I'm going to be using the gel, but it's not what I use on a daily basis, but I'll go through and show all those of course. But so I'm using a Cala 404. It's just a brow liner angled brush. It's really, I would say it's pretty dense. It's very like thick. And then I also like to use the MAC 266 brush, and it's another one. I've just had it for a really long time and the bristles are starting to loosen, but this one's really thick. So I just go in and get product on there, and I just try to get it off as much as I can to kind of flatten the brush. And so I'm using my right hand, and I'm looking straight into the mirror. And no matter which eye I'm doing, like when I'm doing the outside, I'm got the mirror right in front of my face, and like I feed the mirror to where I'm going. So I'm going to start over here. So the mirror is going to be like right here, and I'm looking directly at it. Like I'm feeding it from this side, and then same on this side. As I move across my face, I feed it the other way. So I don't really have hooded eyes. They're not like huge eyelids. So I kind of just put, there's two ways. Like there's two ways to your row. So the bridge of your, or the tip of your nose here, this way to the end of your eyebrow. Right there, that's your line. So you can, you know, use a marker or a nude pencil or something to mark that. If you have more hooded eyes, you're going to want to go out more this way. So you're going to want to like do your, to the top of your ear. You're going to want to do yours this way. So the bridge of your nose to the top of your ear. That's your angle. I don't really have hooded eyes, but I guess it just kind of depends on what eyeliner, like eye look I'm looking at. But I kind of like just to do mine out this way, and depending on what I'm doing or what kind of look I'm going for, I will, you know, take it to Jesus, or I'll just keep it in. But I'm just going to keep it in and do like a mild wing today. So I use my pinky here and I rest it on my face, and I'm starting like this, and I'm going to go at the lower lid right here, the lower lid, and that's where I'm starting, at the corner of my eye on the lower lid. And I'm going in like this, and bringing it out right there. And with gel liner, you got to be really fast because it dries really fast. So don't sit here and talk to a camera when you apply it. So I'm going to go back on that line. It's really hard to do this. So I go back on that line there. Like so. And then I'm just gonna bring it out just a little bit more. And if you look at the very end here, it's not like, it's not, I don't know the terms. It's not so like pressed in. It's like I flick it, and when I flick it, it kind of feathers it. It's so hard to say these words. I just know what I do. Alright, so I'm going to go in now from the, I just like to create the line, and then I'm going to go in from here. And I just go across the lower lid. Like so. And now I'm going to connect my line. And I bring it to this point right here, like the middle of my eye. This is not my favorite brush. I'm going to switch to my MAC brush. I think it's just too big today. It's too big for this one. I usually use it with my Maybelline one. So I'm just doing the same thing, but with my MAC brush. This is the MAC 266. And I'm just filling it in. I'm connecting all my lines. And the thing about winged eyeliner is like you gotta make sure it's like your angles are perfect. So if you mess up, like right now, like this is not perfect, but it's okay because you can go back. Number one, you can go back with a Q-tip. Number two, you can go back and clean it up with concealer, and that's what I do a lot. If I don't have it perfect, because it's hard to like create a perfect line. It's hard, but it is what it is, right? And you only get better with practice, right? So I'm taking that into that tip, and I'm actually going to flick it just a little bit more so I can connect this line deeper. And the thing with like gel eyeliner is small strokes. You have to do small strokes because it's not something you can drag. And then you just want to make sure you get all your areas cleared in so that your eye doesn't disappear. And it's really important to like get this part too. That little area down there, it gets missed a lot. Now I'm going to go on my same side, or same side on this side, and do it over here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to measure. And that's where I want it to be. That angle's a little farther out, but it's okay, because it technically connects right there. So I'm going to go back and do the other side. Okay, so I forgot to mention when I do my other eye, so I am right-handed and I just showed you guys my right eye. When I do my left side, it's really weird what I do, but I feel like everything I've learned about like doing your eyes, whether it be eyeliner or eyeshadow, I've learned from Brianna Fox. And a lot of the stuff that she says in her videos, I did, but I didn't know, like, I guess like I dabbled with it and I never knew that like that was actually the right way. So when I do this side, I cross my arm over my body and like I'm literally like this. It's so weird, right? And I have makeup here and I'm coming at it from this angle. When I'm over here, I'm this angle, cross my body, and I'm like, nah, straight jacket. So I forgot to mention that before I went and did this side. This side always looks better, but what do you do? So I'm just going to go through and show you guys like my favorite eyeliners from different types. Excuse me, I'm going to drink. This is sparkling water and it's not spiked. Okay, so my favorite eyeliner to do a winged eye with is actually not what I did, because I told you that with videos it's much easier to do things that dry quicker. Gel eyeliner dries quicker, so, but it's not my favorite because you have to use brushes and the gel is not, it dries so quickly and you just don't have a lot of control. And I like to have control over the other, like the felt tip pens and stuff. I feel like I have more control over those things. So we'll just start with the gel liner though, since I did them. This brand was Pretty Vulgar and it's adorable. And I was using the brushes, the Cala brushes and the MAC 266 brush. And then my favorite drugstore brand like that gel, like a gel eyeliner, is the Maybelline Eye Studio. I've had this for years. I don't know if they still make it, but the thing with gel eyeliner is they get really dry. So I like to use the maracuja oil from Tarte. There's a lot of different types, but this is actually a face oil, but it's just what I use, but it's got a perfect little dropper and you can just drop it in. One drop is good and it gets your gel eyeliner moist again. I don't know if you're a person that hates that word, but I apologize because I don't hate that word. So that's gel and you gotta use a brush. My favorite is the Stroke of Wow, and this is by Butter London, and it is the perfect angled thing. And so same thing here, you just make your thing there and you go this way, and I find that it's the most perfect one, but it is a liquid. Okay, like I said, it is a liquid eyeliner, so you have to be careful. You can't just like look straight up after you do it because it's liquid. So, and then I don't fill in with it. I actually just use a felt tip pen to fill in with it. So I don't know of a cheaper brand. Butter London is the only one I found like this. I think it's like $19 at Ulta. And then I will go through with a felt tip pen like so and just fill in my lines. So my favorite felt tip, they are liquid eyeliner, so again, you have to be careful. You can't just do it and open your eyelids because then it'll get at the top of your thing. So my favorite felt tips, most of these have came in my Ipsy bags or my BoxyCharms. This is probably my favorite that I have purchased. Like I got it in an Ipsy bag and I purchased it. This is Ico, and it's called I Do liquid liner. I mean, the thing with liquid liners is you gotta shake them, you know, to get your product. And you don't want to focus always at the tip. Sorry. My mind's always inappropriate, but you want to make sure that you're using the full thing. So like when you're using it, you don't want to just be like this. Like you want to make sure you're having it at a slant and you're going this way. So that is my favorite, probably. Next on the list would be the Sex Kitten by Tarte, and I love it also. It's pretty much the same thing. It just has a pointier tip, and you can like really like work with it. It just has a pointier tip, but same thing, you want to make sure you use the whole thing. And then everything else is pretty much the same. Like this is another one I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. I love these. It's very fine. This is by I won't even try. Doce. I think it's Doce. I don't know. I really like that brand though. I actually ordered a mascara. And then I also use the Scone Tattooed Water Eyeliner. It's a little bit shorter and fatter. And then my favorite drugstore brand is Maybelline. Same thing. It dries out really quickly though. This is like probably like my second one. It just dries out really quickly, but it's just like the other ones. Just like the other ones. And yep. So now that I have my arm marked up, that's great. Another brand you can use is Benefit. This is called Their Real Push-Up Liner, and it's a gel liner, and you just push up like so. Sometimes it gets clogged though. That's why I don't care for it that much. You just gotta push it out. But it's a gel liner, and I don't particularly love it. I used to until I started using like I'm not even recommending this. Don't buy that shit stuff. I have to watch my mouth. So don't buy that. I'm not even gonna like do anything with it because I don't recommend it. And then your other option is pencil, which I don't really recommend doing this with a pencil because you have to sharpen it. Like, look at that. I wouldn't even try it with that. But my favorite pencils to do is Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On, because it's like a gel when it glides on. And then also my favorite glide on pencil would be Sex Kitten by Tarte. And you can easily make it pointy if you shape it on your hand. But see, like that just happened, and I wouldn't recommend doing winged eyeliner with a pencil, because that's what's going to happen to your face. You don't want that happening on your face. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in my next one.